Welcome on next data communication network lecture series. In previous lecture we have seen the data link layer. Now continuation in the this layer number 2. In previous lecture we have seen the responsibility, or in the responsibility we have seen that this is responsible for moving the frames from one hop to the next adjacent nodes, or second thing is it is responsible for the framing. So what they do now, they have creating the bit of stream received from the your uh, network layer and convert into the manageable data units is called frames. The framing of this unit is called the framing. And third one is the physical addressing. This is the most important responsibility of this data link layer. Data link layers actually is divided into the two uh, layers. The upper layer is known as the MAC layer. So students should know about the upper layer. This is the MAC layer, MAC, and lower layer is known as the LLC. So this data link layer is divided into the two sub layers. The upper layer is MAC layer and the lower layer is known as the logical link control layer. So how we can draw this logical link layer? It is divided into the two part, like this way. Here this is one is MAC layer, this is L L C layer, upper layer. This is one is the lower layer. So this two is the sub sub layer. This two is the sub layer. This two is the sub layer. This two is the sub layer, which having the two parts, upper MAC, lower one is the LCC. Now this MAC is multiple access, multiple access control layer. Multiple access control, C stand for controlled layer. So MAC is the abbreviation of the मल्टीपल एक्सेस कंट्रोल लेयर. आप अगर इसको दूसरे बुक्स में देखेंगे, इफ यू सी दिस मल्टीपल लेयर is also called medium access control layer. So it having the another name, that name is called medium access controlled layer. Or you can say it having the other name also, that name is media access controlled layer. Media access media access control layer. So this three name is representing the MAC layer. So what the MAC layer is do, it is the physical addressing of the your data which is coming from the network layer. So what they do now, it is important because every machine which are connected in a common link should be addressed from which data is coming to the your nodes. So we have giving the multiple access, medium access or media access address. So for providing the addressing, we are using the MAC layer. So it is the used for addressing address for your physical machine from at which machine this data is generated and put on your network. So this is the known as physical addressing. Okay, why it is called the physical addressing? Because there are so many others, there are so many others, because there are so many others uh, nodes or communicating devices are involved and they are sharing the data on the same link. So how you distinguish this different machine from your one's machine? So it is necessary you have given a physical addressing. Okay, so MAC address is putting in front of this different nodes. So this is the important addressing and how you get this physical addressing. Okay, see what I am going to say, it is very important for you. Every machine is having the network interface card. Every communicating devices like computers or yeah, others, laptop, desktop, which you can sharing the data or using in this data communication network. This is they having the NIC card. That NIC card is nothing but this card is network interface card, and on this card there is a imprinted number. This imprinted number is known as physical address, that is the MAC address. So first of all, this data link identified your machine and check where your motherboard having the inbuilt NIC graphic network interface card, and they are directly taken your this imprinted number. This imprinted number is written in the form of hexa. It is in the hex code, and there are 6 byte hex code, that it means 48 bytes. This physical addressing is defined your machine is have a MAC address. So why you have to required? Because each system, each station, each communicating devices, each node, these are the same meaning which allow to communicate your data from one end to the other ends. So it has the own network interface card. Now the we are going to represent N stand for network, I stand for interface, C stand for card. So this is nothing but this is the network interface card, because the two machine can be talk to each other by with the help of this NIC card. So every machine is having own NIC card. That card is inbuilt in your system. So up now the next important question is, because you are looking forward what is going on in next in a few lines. Why? Because it is a very interesting subject, and how you identified this is a our machine on a network, right? This is the genuine question you should ask. Okay, now I am going to answer your this questions. So this NIC is 6 byte, or I know that you know 1 byte is containing how much bits? It having the 8 bits. 1 byte means 8 bit. Okay, 1 byte means there is a 8 bits. So my question is, how many bits are in the 6 bytes? So the answer is, you have to multiply 6 byte by the 1 byte by the 8 bits. So 6 multiplied by the 8, what is the answer? Okay, it having the 48 bytes. Though this 48 bytes is representing your NIC serial number, right? No two machine is having the same physical addressing, like your hand impression, your thumb impression, your retina. Two men cannot be having the same thumb impression. So the two machine cannot containing the same NIC serial number, same physical address. So question is, how you can see this NIC number? It is the written like this in a hexa code, like for example 47, and next number is written before there is a colon. After that the next number is 10. It is the example 10, and again put colon and put here next hexacode 1A, and again put hexacolon colon, and you have write 2E, and again put colon, there is a colon, and there is a hexacode 08. Again we put the hexagonal and we write the EE. This is the physical addressing. This is known as physical address, or you can say This is the MAC address. This is the MAC address. Or from where you get this? You are getting from the directly data link layer. It is taken your machine from your NIC card. Now this address is also known as link address. It having the another name, that name is LINK, link address. So this physical MAC address or link address is further divided, or you can say classified into three main categories. जैसे जैसे according to my view, if you going like this way, you can easily understand what I am trying to say. This address is classified in three categories. So it is having the three categories. So according this categories, the first name is Unicast. The first physical addressing is the Unicast. So how you identify this is the Unicast? In simple word, when one-to-one communication has been taking place in a internet or a network of the network group, that type of addressing is called unicast. Means point to point, face to face. So unicast is what? Unicast is one to one communication. One to one to one communication. अब इसको हम how we can see this network. So it is look like this way. Suppose this is your network and I am putting there is a circle. You see there is a few circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I am going to coloring. This is the black color donate the different devices. So then what happened? This is one communicating device, this is one other communicating device, this is the next communicating device, this is the another communicating device in this network. So this node या this system या this end user, say for example A want to communicate only the this end user B. So only communication is happening here only by the one user, one to one, and they this A cannot be communicate those black dotted communicating devices. Such type of architecture, yes, such type of communication is known as unicast. So remember always, when within the network one user is communicate the group of the only one users, that user is addressing या communication is unicast. So if you look, this is having its own MAC address. Within this network it is more than sufficient to utilize this MAC addresses to identify, okay, this is the my device and this is the your device, both having the different MAC addresses. Now move towards the next category. This next category is nothing but, this is the multi cost. As name suggests, what do you mean by multi-cost? Multi-cost माने within the network the one end users communicate at least few of the other end user within the same networks, right? Again I have put it here, one 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 user is here, one user is here, one user is here. So this A communicate with this B, this C, this D, but they it not communicate this E and F. नंबरिंग आप कैसे भी डाल सकते हैं, इसमें कोई आपको डू नॉट वरीड अबाउट. इट इज नॉट कम्युनिकेट विद ई, इट इज नॉट कम्युनिकेट विद ई. such type of communication is known as one to many. One to many. One to many means one to many. Okay. Now moves third categories. This is the broadcast categories. In this categories, everyone's communicate to each other within the network. That means communication is having one to the all. In this condition, the condition is like this. This system, one system communicate with all the end user which are really exist at that time. So it is called broadcast. It means one to all. So I feel that if we are going to draw this architecture, how it is look like this way, this way, this way, this, like this, like this, like this. So communication is established to the one to all. You communicate like this way directly given a physical or virtual path. So in this system, this users communicate the all existing users. So this is the broadcast example. Now see, if you see, every machine in the systems is having, this is a, in a this particular system, when one to one is happening, they having the MAC address like 0 0 colon 50 colon 56 colon 01 colon 02 colon 03 03 03, or how you identify this physical address in the hexa code. Suppose you having the 6 byte hexa code, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I am given the naming. This is the first byte, this second. Okay, this is the byte number 3, this 4, this 5, this one is 6. Okay, in this first byte of this hexa code having the 8 bits, so I am divide this block in the 8 part, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, the last part of this first byte is identified by the Unicode, multicast, 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 or you can say broadcast. जो पहली बाइट का जो आखिरी बिट्स होगी, दैट बिट इज आइडेंटिफाइड, दिस इज फिजिकल एड्रेसिंग ऑफ the in the this category, which type of the communication has been going on. So what we do now, how we identify? If the last bit is 0, if the last bit is 1, if the last bit is all 1. क्यों मैं बोल रहा हूं ऐसा? क्योंकि ये हेक्सा कोड है. अगर 0 आएगा लास्ट बिट, जो डिवीजन है इसका, तो ये होगा यूनिकॉस्ट. और अगर 1 होगा, लास्ट बिट में 4 होंगे, हेक्सा में 4 बिट्स में किया जाता है, तो जो लास्ट अगर 1 है तो ये कहलाएगा आपका मल्टीकास्ट. और अगर वो चारों जो लास्ट बिट के जो है वो अगर हैं तो वो कहलाएगा ब्रॉडकास्ट. ब्रॉडकास्ट. आइए एग्जाम्पल देख के इसको समझ लेते हैं. कोई भी हेक्सा आप एग्जाम्पल ले लीजिए. इस हेक्सा एग्जाम्पल में सबसे पहले हम मल्टीकास्ट के लिए ले रहे हैं. सपोज देयर इज ए 8A, और हर एक डिवीजन के बाद हम यहाँ पे कोलन लगाएंगे. हेयर आई एम पुटिंग 10, अगेन कोलन, ये सब हेक्सा में लिखा हुआ है. एंड अगेन आई एम पुटिंग हेयर 30. सो नेक्स्ट जो डिजिट लिखी जाएगी, जो नेक्स्ट हेक्सा कोड, मैंने लिखा कोलन, मैंने यहाँ लिखा कोलन, फिर मैंने इसको कोलन दिया, और जो लास्ट का जो पार्ट है मेरा फर्स्ट ए है. जो ये लास्ट, इस बाइट में जो लास्ट है ये हर एक, ये 6 बाइट का मैंने बताया, 1 2 3 4 5 6. तो जो आखिरी वाले का जो कोड है वो है 1 और ए, और हर एक हेक्सा 4 बिट से डोनेट किया जाता है. तो लास्ट वाला भी ए 4 बिट से ही डोनेट होगा. तो इसका अगर हम हेक्सा कोड निकालेंगे तो इसका हेक्सा कोड होता है 1 0 1 0. सो इसका जो लास्ट डिजिट है 0 है, सो इट इज द यूनिकॉस्ट. समझ में आया? अब ऐसे ही आप लोग कुछ भी एग्जाम्पल ले लो. 47 कोलन 30 कोलन फर्स्ट 1B कोलन, and there is 2E colon, there is a 08 कोलन, और हेक्सा लास्ट में है 4 का होगा तभी 8 बिट बनेगा, 1 बाइट. सो इट इज द लास्ट बाइट ऑफ द लास्ट बिट्स. ई की जो वैल्यू है वो हेक्सा के फॉर्म में होगी. ई की वैल्यू होगी 0 1 1 1. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं सारे वन नहीं है, खाली ये लास्ट इधर के 3 वन है, तो ये लास्ट वाला जो है ये वन है, सो इट इज द multicast. Now moves for the next example. FF F F F एक दो F F लास्ट में जो लास्ट का जो हेक्सा कोड है ये F F का होता है इस तरीके से, इसको बाइनरी में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। जो लास्ट बिट है यू कैन सी द लास्ट बिट वन है, इसमें सारी बिट्स ऑल बिट्स आर वन, सो इट इज द ब्रॉडकास्ट। सारे यूजर्स उस सिस्टम पे सब लोग एक दूसरे से कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं। So it is the all about your physical addressing. So it is the important how we given a physical address, and again is the flow control, जो कि हम कल पिछली क्लास में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। एरर कंट्रोल करने के लिए लास्ट में हम टेलर पे उस पैकेट के पीछे T2 लगाते हैं। एक्सेस कंट्रोल भी हमको करना पड़ता है। इट इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर होप टू होप डिलीवरी। नाउ मूव्स in this diagram you can see this is coming from the network layer and this is going to the physical layer. So हम इसको ड्रॉ करने के लिए क्या करते हैं, एक बड़ा ब्लॉक बनाते हैं लाइक दिस वे, इस पे यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे इस तरह से कट करेंगे एंड you can put here H2, T2 is here, it is no problem. Here I can putting H2, here I can putting T2, और जो बीच की जो खाली जगह है यही तो हमारा डेटा है। और ये लेयर्ड स्ट्रक्चर्स की मदद से एक एंड से दूसरे एंड पे आता है। तो ये आ कहाँ से रहा है, इट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम नेटवर्क लेयर। सो हेयर आई एम रिटन नेटवर्क लेयर, तो यहाँ पे लिखा है फॉर द सेंडर एंड it goes to down arrow, you put the down arrow नीचे की तरफ, from the other end this is the another end, this is the destination, so the arrow direction is like this way, you can putting upward direction. Okay, so this is called the frame. हमने अपने बिट्स को जीरो वंस के जो हमारा जो डेटा है, इसको डेटा को हमने फ्रेम कर दिया, T2 लगा दिया, इट सिग्निफाइड या इट डिफाइंड दैट इट इज द एरर फ्री, और पुटिंग द हेडर from at which layer this is data is execute, yeah, it is has been produced, we are putting the H2. So this total is the this one is the service from the this network layer. इंटरफेस है, ये एक सर्विस है जो ऊपर की लेयर से डेटा लिंक लेयर को जा रही है, ठीक है, और इतना पार्ट ही यहां पे शो किया जा रहा है. ओनली दिस पार्ट इज शोन. एंड व्हाट हैपेंड, इट गोज टू डाउन, it goes to down, it it is shown by the work function of this data link layer. Data link layer is responsible for what? To movement of the frames from one hop to the next. It is the responsible for what? Framing. So here we are doing the framing. It is the responsible for what? Physical addressing. So we are getting the NIC imprinted number for the physical addressing, link addressing, and to ensure the rate at which the flow control, at which rate this layer is also responsible for flow control, at which rate the receiver can absorb, he can take the incoming bits, or that rate is should be less than from the sender end. You cannot send the data rate as faster as consumption of the receiver data rate absorption. And if you are exceed, then you are creating, yeah, you are impose, you are losing the flow control of your data rates. So there is a bottleneck, there is a problem. This problem is creating at the receiver end. They cannot receiving your at the faster rate as you are going, and this is creating the overbilling in the receiver end. So after creating of framing, you are given this cover the area. This is the one service of this your data link layer. You have doing all the responsibility and pass to the lower layer. That layer is the physical layer in the OSI model, and that frame is, this is this sequence of the framing, and that frame is sent to the physical layer. And after that this physical layer transport, yeah, send your data through the transmission line, and this transmission line again send your data at the destination physical layer. Or now see that the arrow of this direction is has been reversed. This arrow is now saying this physical layer is providing the service to the destination data link layer. So what they received, whatever he has receiving this full block, so he giving the service at the receiver end to see this is data is coming from the sender end, and that is delivered our receiver end, and this data is the having error free because T2 is there. It is the control axis. We having the control flow of control. We having the header. This header signified that data link layer is framing this your raw materials. So it is sent to the upper layer. That layer is network layer. So all this architecture flow of coming from sender layer, from layer to layer, it goes again to the destination layer. So it follow the layered structures. Now move or march towards the next important point. This is the example, one example of your data communication data link layer. Data link layer is highly responsible to movement of the your frame from one OP to another OP. So what is the meaning of hope? Hope means adjacent nodes. Adjacent nodes. Adjacent नोट या नेबरिंग नोट्स जो ठीक इसके बगल में हो. अब हर एक नोट्स जो इस फिगर में आप देख रहे हैं, कमाल का इस फिगर में आप जो लोग देख रहे हैं, देयर इज ए टू एंड यूजर्स. We are naming this users. This end user is known by A. This end user is known by intermediate system is B. This node is C. This intermediate node is E. This is intermediate node D. This is intermediate node F. So in this figure, A want to send a frame to the F among this existing network. So how the frame is delivered, hope to hope delivery, and during this transfer what is the actual going on, how it is took place, how it is really happened in this network. So what exactly going on the network? We have reduced the complexity. We have taken the few of the intermediate networks and shown here. This is the system A, this is B, C, D, E and F, and after that this is the end of this lecture. We have seen it's working and see what is the functioning of this diagram. Thank you very much.